Darling, darling. This is another shirtless one, darling. Another, because, I mean, let me retweet it right quick or whatever. Okay. Oop, there it is. Okay. So, right quick or whatever. Let me see. Can I get the volume to like an acceptable level? Marv Marvelous, darling. Simply marvelous. Now, this show is called, well, I'm calling this Whatever I Imagine Getting Igged in Public. And it's like, whatever we imagine. The song by James Ingram. Love that song. It's a great song. Whatever we imagine. Okay, it's finished. Marvelous, darling. Simply marvelous. But I'll finish this first. And so this morning, while I was doing my BB Winans told me to get it done. Get it done. So I thank you, BB. Thank you. And I put in that work, okay? And part of what I do is, and I will do it tonight. Yes, I have no excuse not to. And maybe that's what I'll listen to as I walk. Maybe. Fit, feminine, and friendly. Anyway, wait. Fit, feminine, and friendly. Anyway, whatever. So as I was walking to the what do they call that? The trash chute in the apartment this morning. A man and woman apparently, well, not apparently, but I would guess they were together or whatever. But I, being, my normal Southern polite self, spoke hi to them. And I know that often my experience has been, and I think that's part of why I was upset with my walker so much initially, but no, my walker is such a help. I'm not going to take that out on you, baby. And I get it. People are often uncomfortable seeing me in my walker and blah, blah, blah. But going back to this morning, because like if the hallway was bigger, or if it was a situation that I could like possibly walk around and not have to obviously be in their presence, I would not have said anything, because my experience has been people are just uncomfortable and blah 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 whatever. And I it hurts. It does hurt. I'm not going to lie. It hurts. And that's part of the reason that I'm here talking about it in this video, because it hurts. But I was like, well, it's a small hallway. So I can't just walk by them and pretend that I don't see them as people do to me. I can't do that because I'm not that kind of boy. That's an attempt at a song by JoJo, but I did not get the melody at all. I used to love that song though. Her first album was dope. Anyway, so I was like, okay, I can't just walk past them as if I don't see them, because I can't. So let me get my good morning Southern on, fit, feminine, and friendly. Let me get my friendly part on. And I said, good morning. And the guy actually responded to me And the woman deliberately did that thing where it's like, I don't see you, I don't hear you, I don't know what you're talking about, whatever, whatever. And she then actually kind of seemingly got upset with the guy for speaking to me in response to me being a decent, I almost cussed, but I won't. I don't think I will. Being a decent human being. And she got upset with him for speaking to me. And I was like, okay, well, as I was just pushing by in my walker, I the elevator rang and they got on the elevator. So I was like, good, I don't have to walk directly through them. I will walk a little slowly and let them get on the elevator first as I slowly pass. But I was like, well, she just, maybe she didn't hear me. So as I was walking past the elevator, I said, so at that, I said good morning, or I said something else to them. Oh, I said, have a good day. Have a good day. And the guy responded to me, and the woman was like, bitch, fuck you. And like I said, I was hurt. It hurts. This point in my life, I have some experiences that hurt, social experiences that hurt, and that hurt. And I got into the house, and here's where the whatever we imagine comes in. I was like, well, let me make up a scenario of an excuse for why he was being nice to me, being a decent human being to me, and she was not. And first, I was like, well, they say up here, I've spoken with some people who've lived up here and lived down south, and they're like, people up here do not have Southern hospitality at all. I used to kind of think they did, but I'm sort of starting to maybe accept that maybe it's not. Like, cause I don't know how Baltimore would be to me. I'm actually going back to Baltimore in September, but that's another story. But it's different here. And I'm like, well, maybe it's just because people aren't really hospitable here. And maybe this is just that northern exposure. And technically, when I lived in Baltimore, Maryland is nicknamed the Old Line State for a reason, because that's the northern southern border. And Maryland is technically the beginning of the South. So maybe, that's why people have Southern hospitality. And this is what life is like in the real North. But I didn't find my peace with that train of thought. So I said, well, what if it's that he was like flirting with me and she was upset about that? And this is totally made up. He's totally heterosexual. I assume. I don't know anything about him. Nothing about him, nothing about her. Couldn't even don't even remember their face because I was too busy doing that thing, like trying not to pay attention to anybody. So but I was like, so in my imagination, whatever I imagine, I can just make it whatever I want to make it. So let's say the narrative is that he was flirting with me a little bit and she was upset and she took it out on me. And like, she just found out that he's like bi or something and she's upset about that. And she's like, well, I guess I'll give you a chance, but here you are flirting with some other man. You know? So that kind of had me feel a little bit better. And I was like, well, let me get on. Okay, we're after 10 minutes. Okay. But I was like, let me get on here and tell people when you deal with people who treat you like S, treat you like S. I didn't cuss. Treat you like S, and you're like, why are you such an a-hole to me? Like, what did I do? What did I do to you? Nope, I'm not gonna do that because we're almost at the end. But yeah, I said I would maybe start incorporating my cat in the video, but I'm not going to do that because that will throw me off my topic. And I'm almost finished with the video. I almost made it through. And, but maybe people just want to, want to, I deserve that. And when somebody does that to you, you can just sort of make up any scenario, any narrative as to why they did that. You know, like I used to when I was a child and people would do mean things, I would be like, in my mind, try to find peace with, well, karma's going to get them and how dare they treat me like that. So they'll get what they deserve with karma. I don't, whatever. And at this point, I'm not wishing bad karma on anybody. Whatever happens to people happens to people. And I, but you can make up your own narrative as to why they treated you the way they treated you, why they were an a-hole to you. You know, it's up to you. Whatever you imagine, whatever I imagine, whatever we imagine. Yeah, I know. I'm not doing James Ingram justice. That is a beautiful song, and I might play it after this video. Probably, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, you can make it whatever you imagine, whatever helps you make it through. So when she did that thing to me, being an a-hole, I just make it whatever I imagine. And the reason can be whatever I imagine as to why she did that. Muffin, did you want to join me and talk? Muffin? She wanted to do it while I was doing it, but she didn't want to, she doesn't want to join me now that I'm finished. Muffin, come here, Muffin. Oh, she is gonna join me. Muffin, jump up, Muppet, yay! Oh, up, jump up and jump down. She did both. Muffin, how are you doing today? Do you want to get in this video? Muffin, you're talking to me, but I don't understand what you are saying. Kevin Samuels talks about when people say, I need a husband because I want a companion. He's like, get a cat, get a dog. Your husband is not to be, is not for the sake of getting a companion. And it's like, Muffin is a companion for me. While I don't want to say that because I know how much cats hate changes in life. So talk to y'all later, social media family. Peace. www.versetv.com, BERSTEAV. I don't know why the brand. Oh, I think I mistakenly took it down. www.versetv.com. Here's the logo. It's back. It's back. Check it out. We have an upload going up a little bit later tonight. Actually, it's ready to go up now. But yeah, we're after 15 minutes. So, okay, sorry. But yep, peaceversetv.com, and stay blessed. VERSTEAV.com. Since we're over 15 minutes, I'll go ahead and talk about this as well. I Something I saw on Instagram today, just talking about it said exactly what I tell people involved in the show about the necessity for consistency. And sometimes yeah. Okay, 15 minutes in, nobody's gonna watch this late. I'll say it. Some of my friends who have shows are bringing in much huge numbers, and it's like, what am I doing wrong? What is not clicking with this show? What is not happening as to why it's still so low? It's such a good show, and maybe it's that it has such a niche audience. And also I think about, we do have listeners all over the globe, and we have consistent people who tune in consistently every single week for hashtag Verse TV. So I am like very I feel it is important to be there for them, since they're being there for hashtag Verse TV. Hashtag Verse TV needs to be there for them. And that's why I don't play with that. Like, that's something serious to me. Like, as much as it can be like, oh, I wish, why don't we have the bigger numbers, blah, blah, blah. And like I said, what I saw on Instagram today said, you know what? Just stay consistent. Stay consistent. It will come. It will come. You have to stay consistent. Because I was down, y'all. I was down. Stay consistent. All right. How many minutes? 17. It's going to be 18 by the time I click finish. But peace. VerseTV.com. Stay blessed. All right. Good night. Whatever we imagine, all off.